can I use my annual leave and my sick leave even to extend my career towards retirement? CD Financial, where health meets wealth. Really good question. Oh, by the way, if you're a federal employee or retiree, you have come to the right spot. We welcome you. We work with federal employees and families every day. So let's talk about this topic. And here's how it goes, because I received this email and it says, "Good morning, Charles. I was wondering if I could use my annual leave and instead of cashing it out, can I check out sooner and not work for the next 4.5 months?" Now, by the way, she's eligible to retire in about 4.5 months when she reaches age 60 with at least 20 years of service. Also, I know this is going to sound strange too, but what about medical leave? Could I use sick leave if I have that? Now, let's talk about that. Also, we'll come back to it. Can you extend your career by using annual leave? Sure you can. All depends if management makes a big fuss, but let's say you've got 240 hours of annual leave and you've got another 4.5 months before you reach your eligibility or your goal. In the case of this email that I received, a listener or somebody who's a reader reached out either because of a YouTube channel or because of the emails that we send out, a monthly newsletter that I write, or that blog posts from the YouTube channel, podcast, either one. So this comes in 240 hours. Let's divide by an 8-hour workday. So 240 hours divided by 8 equals how much? It equals 30. 3 times 8 is 24, just add a 0. So you've got 30 days that you don't have to work. What's 30 divided by a 5-day work week? That's 6 weeks. 6 times 5 being 30. You've got 6 weeks that you don't have to show up at work, but that you can use annual leave to extend your career to get you to the point of eligibility. What's more is a lot of employers will also allow you to use your sick leave. Especially, we should mention that partial months will not be included in your calculation for your pension. So you may want to use those partial months as well. Don't forget, you can attach them to your service comp date, depending on where you started in the month, to make a whole month. Just pop on right here about sick leave and how to get all the credit for it to learn more about that. And so we're talking about getting you to that point where you are eligible to retire penalty-free. Can you use your annual leave? Yes. In the illustration, 240 hours equals 6 weeks that you don't have to work, but you can take that and it will push your retirement date out to bring you maybe to the point where you want to be. Don't forget, too, that if you've got 15 years or more of federal service, then you'll earn 8 hours of annual leave every 2 weeks. Even while you're using annual leave, you will get credited for 8 more hours per pay period. How about that? So don't forget that. Then the question was asked to me is, really, let me continue, really, how much will my annual leave be once it gets taxed? Okay, then, let's talk about that too. Maybe you've already got money arranged and you won't be relying on your annual leave and you won't be so desperate for money. And if that's the case, then you don't have to worry about your annual leave. Don't forget, you can carry up to 240 hours over into the next year. And as we said before, 8 hours if you have 15 years of service or more per pay period, that gets you another 208 hours. Theoretically, if you're retired at the end of the year, you could carry over 204 plus 200 hours. It's 448 hours with 208. So it's a lot. It's over 1/5 of your pay, 21.5% or so. So the answer is yes, you can use your annual leave and even your sick leave to extend your career. And in some cases, you want to get busy. You might be relocating or moving, and you really want that flexibility. You don't want to have to keep going to work And some of you just say, hey, I'm done, Charles. I want to go. What can I do? Remember, you don't have to work longer. You just need a better plan. CD Financial, where health meets wealth.